Hi everyone, welcome along to this video. One of my most popular videos has been video number 24, and that video was about a VBA spreadsheet that allowed you to collect split times for athletes such as runners or swimmers who were going round and round a track or up and down a pool. And so the trick inside that video was really just around clicking on a button that would add a timestamp. Everything else was really just based around formulas to subtract one time from another and so on and so on. So this video is really just a rehash of that one. And in this particular example, really all I'm going to show you is how you might modify that spreadsheet to have it be a substitution timer. Now, one of my sports has been field hockey over the years, and they have rolling substitutions, which means you can go off and on whenever you like. And to be able to collect data about how long some players have been on and off is quite helpful. So when you're learning Excel, one of the key things is to know what is possible. And once you know what is possible, then you can start thinking about how to do it, or who to get to do it, or what to Google, or what to search on YouTube for. So this video is really just about trying to show you what you can do. And so it's a substitution timer. It's a fairly unglamorous and unspectacular spreadsheet looks wise, but I'll demonstrate what it does. I'll just blow it up a little bit first. And so it's got space for 20 athletes, but let's just look at the first 3 or 4 here. If I click athlete 1, the time right now where I am is 12:36 during the day. What happened is that that particular time got added to the on column of their section. I'll click some of these other ones too, just so we can see that. It knew by looking in cell D8, which is currently green, it knew that that said off. So that told the code to paste the time in the first available row in column B. If I click athlete 1 again, it's going to see that in cell D8 it is on, so it's going to choose off to paste it. So I click athlete 1, and it does 2 things. The first is puts the current time, 12:37, and puts it in column C. And then, because there is an on and an off time, it figures out a duration. Incidentally, what happens also at the bottom of the section is it says, well, they've had 1 turn on the field and it was for 55 seconds. So I'll do it for these other ones too. And the same thing happens. If I click athlete 1 again, it goes on, off, on, off, on, off. So relatively straightforward. And this spreadsheet really is just space for 20 athletes to do that. So there's nothing really else to look at. One little thing that I did was over on the side here, I did summaries. How much total time did each player spend on and off the field? So not super interesting to look at, but like I say, these are the kinds of things you might do once you've got the buttons working. You start to create some outputs. Now what I want to do is look at the code just to walk you through it excuse me, a little bit. And as I've commented before, I'm not even that great at writing code, so it doesn't take enormous amounts of ability to be able to do stuff which is actually quite cool. Okay, so inside a code module, I've got some of these subs here, and a sub is just a little procedure. So for athlete 1, whose name is Lizzie Lopez, what it says at the beginning, if cells row 8 column 4 equals off, which it does now, what I want you to do is go to cell B25, which is here, do the equivalent of going control up arrow, which finds the first value in a cell, and then go down one. So that's where it says go to cell B25, go up, and then go down one. Offset 10 means down one row and no columns across. In that cell, put the current time, which is in hours, minutes, and seconds. Then copy and paste special over the top of the same cell. The reason that you do that is because time is volatile, and if I click save on my spreadsheet, it would update that time to the time that I saved it, when really what I want is the time that I clicked the button. It then flicks the switch. It changes cell D8, which was off, it changes it to on, and changes it from green to red. Alternately, if it said on, then you want to do column C, change it from off to on, and so on and so on. And so all I've done is I've copied that for each of the 20 athletes. Now someone who was really good at code would probably figure out a way to have that just be a single procedure that knows which athlete you're talking about, but I just did it in a way that was easy for me to figure out myself. And that's it really. I have got another piece of code which clears all the data out, but that's nothing complicated at all. So really it was simply working out a way for someone on the sideline to control how much time people have had on and off the pitch, and that's it. It may be useful to be able to have, for example here for this athlete, a running counter that says how long they've been on for. It may be that that's the rules that you use to determine when someone should come off, to identify how long a player's been on the pitch. But yeah, that could be something else that you have either in a little panel on the side or as a cell here that shows how long they've been on. But for now, this was just something useful and interesting. The last time I made one like this, I had literally hundreds of requests for the spreadsheet. So hopefully this expands people's interest to use the same tricks from videos 24 and 38 and find new methods and options for it. Thanks for stopping by. Cheers.